This skull is silent, but to me, it speaks volumes. This is the skull of Dinocephalians. He's about 260 million years old, and he belongs to a group of stem mammals called the Dinocephalians. So they're known for their incredibly robust skulls made of extremely thick and dense bone, forming into these big horns and bosses. So they're like the large rhino-like and bison-like animals of their time. So it's long been thought that we're using these skulls for headbutting. So behaviour, males slam their skulls together to fight for a mate. Now, why this is interesting is that headbutting can indicate a lot of complex social behaviours that otherwise couldn't be found in the fossil record. So these include forming herds, being in dominance hierarchies, and being territorial. So it's quite interesting. The more that you use your head to fight your species, the more likely you're in a herd. So violence, it brings people together. Now, there's some other stuff about that is that though these structures look very solid, their actual effectiveness was unknown. And some people thought maybe these are just for display. And I think that nature works in a use it or lose it principle, which means that students don't study if there's an exam coming, and they don't put the armor on tanks for decoration. And these guys are very armored. So I wanted to test, could these guys headbutt? So I looked at two main lines of evidence. I looked at physics simulations on 3D models of their skulls, and I looked for wound traces on the skulls themselves. And what did we find? Well, they did phenomenally well in the physics simulations. They took on a force of about 3,400 newtons, which we see in modern bighorn sheep, which are powerful headbutters, equivalent to being hit by a 45 caliber pistol round. And they were fine. They didn't break. They were absolutely perfect. And then the wound traces, they rocked up in areas that we found to be high stress regions on the skulls. So in front of the eye and behind, meaning these are probably battle scars. And what's even more interesting is one of these wound traces was found inside a subadult, an individual that wasn't fully mature yet, meaning he wasn't fighting for a mate, he was play fighting. So that also includes signaling the intent to play as another complex social behavior. So just by looking at the skull alone, I can tell you, at this prehistoric titan, though it was armed to the teeth, it was capable of some really complex social behavior about 100 million years before the dinosaurs. So these guys, they're formidable, but they also form families, and that's why I love studying them. Thank you much. Thank you very much.